Hello, hello, hello. We are back again at our little what can you get for 400 to 500,000 in certain areas. And today we are in Fairborn. So this is Fairborn. It's home to Wright State University. The Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is right next door to Fairborn, or part of Fairborn. You have a little area over here that's Fairborn, also off of Route 4. You've got Riverside over here, Hobson Freedom Park. You're not very far from downtown Dayton, especially if you hop onto 4, or you can hit 675 to 35 and go over there. Last week, we were in Beaver Creek, which is just right across 675 here. So all of these areas are pretty combined into one area, so to speak. Fairborn, once you get out here a little bit, it becomes more Yellow Springs. Also, if I can find, there's Enon, also the Enon area, Medway. So those are a little bit more country areas than what you're going to get in Fairborn, unless you're out here in this part of Fairborn. So, all right, here we go. We are going to start in Arden Bend. And Arden Bend, let's zoom in on there. You've got it's right off of 675. The new Fairborn High School is right across the street from Arden Bend. They are doing a middle school there also, but the high school is complete and they just moved in this year. As you can see, you've got the football field, baseball field, all of that stuff right there also. And Arden Bend, it backs up to another neighborhood, which we're not going to cover that neighborhood today. And then you've got Kroger, you've got Menards, so you've got lots of shopping and restaurants and that sort of thing right here. If you hit down this street, you are going to head towards their little downtown area. So Community Park is right there. So Arden Bend, that's what we're going to talk about. It's right off of a commercial area. And as you can see, it does back up to another neighborhood. And then there's reserve area over here too. So Arden Bend is a newer subdivision. And in this Google Earth picture, you can see that they have not built it out all the way. There's still homes in there that were being built. At this point in time, it is almost built out. I think they might have a couple spots left, but not many at all. So when we're looking at homes in Arden Bend, we are looking in between 400 to 500,000. You can find something for a little bit less than that. But most of them are going to be in the 445, something in that area. So all of these are, except for Cascade and Cresting. So when you're looking at Heathgate, you're looking at Arden Way. Heathgate Way were the brand new ones. So 436. These are just mock-ups also, so you're not sure, but you know that it's sold for 436, 378. But according to this picture, and it could be very different too, according to this picture, it was a ranch with a 2-car garage. It's hard to say if that's what it ended up being, since we don't have the actual photograph of what 1287 Heathgate Way was. So that's a brand new home. All of these on Heathgate are brand new. So they went from, 3 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, 446, 469, depending on the upgrades that you put in here. 494 was another one. And this one looks like it could have been a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. Once again, this is just the mock-up from the builder itself. So these are all brand new. 400 to 500 is what you could get in Arden Way, or Arden Place, I'm sorry. Let's look at something that was already built, a pre-existing, for 440. So you can kind of see and now this one was built, oh no, I'm sorry, this was built in 2025. This must have been a market home. Yeah, former, this was the model. Okay, so this was the model. I have been in that quite a few times. So this is the main level right here, with the open dining room into the kitchen, and then the living room was on the other side right when you walk in the door. You have an office area with glass doors, bathroom. This was the primary suite with a primary bathroom, a couple other bedrooms, and it did not have a finished basement to it. So that one was 1109 Arden Way. Oh, my picture just popped up on here. Okay, let's look at a pre-existing one is what I'm looking for. 475 LOA. I'm sorry, 1195 LOA. Was a 5-bedroom, 3 full bath, and this was an unfinished basement to it also. So as you can tell, this one has a little bit different floor plan. You walk in and there's a staircase, open living room concept. Living room opens up to the dining room, which opens up to the kitchen. Pretty large living room area. And then you have the entryway, which goes out to the garage right here. You've got so a lot of times this front room area is the office, and they turned that into a bedroom, along with a bathroom that was attached to it, a full bath on the main floor. Then a lot of times there's just a half bath on the main floors. Going upstairs, then you've got a loft area. You have bedroom that looks like the primary suite. And then another bedroom, and then you do have the basement here. It is unfinished. It looks like they might have drywall, and the builders will do this. They'll drywall and then wrap the basements, and it looks like there's probably a rug, or else that could be the concrete. I'm not sure, but they used it as living space, which a lot of folks do. And then let's see what the backyard looked like. Backyard has a nice deck on it, and it backed into just some green space. So that one was $475. So that's what you can get in Arden Place, a pre-existing for $475. Let's see if you go. We already did that one. Arden Bend, so $445 on Arden Bend. So here you're looking at 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It does not look like it is finished basement space. It might be though. Unfinished basement. So this was unfinished basement. So all of these are unfinished basements for under $500 in the $400 price point. So that's what you can get there. Once again, nice living room area, dining room. This kind of looks like it's the same floor plan possibly as the last one. A lot of it is just, nicely decorated. Oh, they have the walkout. That's right. This one has the walkout basement with a nice little patio area. And that was $445. So that's Arden Place. Newer homes built there, and you can get pre-existing or you can get some brand new builds. Like I said, I do believe that they're almost done. The last email I received from them, they had 1 or 2 spots left, so they may be fully built out. All right, next we are going to head over to Waterford Landing. Let's see here. Let's go. Oops. Let's go Waterford. So Waterford Boulevard. So Google Maps can take us there, hopefully, if all works well. Oh, where did we go? We did not go. We went to Racine, Wisconsin. No. Waterford Landing. No, Waterford. Let's go Fairborn. I don't remember. It's Waterford Drive, Waterford Boulevard. Okay. All right, let's head back to Ohio after our quick trip to Wisconsin. Here's Waterford. So now Waterford has been developing for a long time. Let me show you where we're at. So, all right. So Waterford Boulevard is up 675, and we were down over here before. So it's up to the next exit to Waterford Boulevard. It does have, at this point in time, all of this is, no, not that. Over here is all developed. So you would, and along here is all developed. You'd go in over here. And then you have, but like basically this is what it is. You've got some country back over here. So these are older homes that were built in the 70s, 50s along in that area. So those are a lot older. This is Waterford, which is across the street, and these are all newer homes. So this is a very large development, as you can see. It first started with just these homes over here. Then it went to phase 2 and phase 3, and then phase 4 was this one over here. If I have my phases right, I think it was only 4 phases. It might have been 5, but I'm not sure. But like I said, it's a very nicely kept subdivision, developed subdivision. Like I said, these over here are all the newer homes that were built just recently. So you can have a newer build still. And a lot of these will not be 400 to 500, but there were some homes in this neighborhood that were larger and in that price point. A lot of them will be 300 to a little bit over 4. So that's where that's kind of where you're at with that one. So let's see here. So we had one for 450 in that neighborhood. That was 73 Cascade. This one had a pool, really nice backyard, unfinished basement once again, but very well maintained home. Different floor plans, different builders. So this was a Ryan Homes build. The other one was a Fisher Homes build. So you've got, a little bit larger kitchen, and then you've got the living room area, and then you do have the foyer area in the front, this area here. And then this one did have the bump out for the dining room or a sitting room, whichever one you prefer. Most people do use it as a dining room area. And then a laundry room before the garage. This one did have a loft space also. And this was actually a bedroom that they turned into an office, another bedroom, and then the primary suite. When you're heading downstairs, all open space, nothing is finished down there, but they were using it for workout space. And then the backyard was a nice pool area, or is, I should say, not like it went anywhere. So yeah, that's what you got. That's what you can get in Waterford for $450. Now, there's not a lot of those types of homes in Waterford. This one was just a very special home that was very well maintained, and she put a lot of money into that backyard the way it looks. All right, what else can we get in Waterford Landing for 400 to 500? That's a newer build. And when I say newer build, I'm talking like within the past 10 years. That's about what you're going to get. 10 years to, like I said, maybe last year or the year before. Let's see here. Cresting. So here's 450 in that area. Now this one, Waterford Landing, once again, a ranch home, 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. And this one had a fully finished basement. So this one had a lot of space to it. But very, very well maintained. Again, like I said, they did some great features in here. Bedroom, bathrooms. I mean, look at these nice sinks and bathrooms, and then their finished basement space looks immaculate. All open space. They have, actually this might be, no, there's doors here. So this is doors, and this is an extra bedroom also because they have the egress window in there. So that one's counted also. And then it looks like they have some open storage space also. Well-maintained garage. That looks nice. And now look at this backyard. This backyard is really pretty also. So a lot of these homes, you're paying for space and then really nice backyards too. Yep, they put some money into that backyard also. Very cute. Very nice. And a little she shed also. So that one sold for, what was it? This one sold for $454. 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. And they're saying it was 3,000 square feet, which I totally believe that it was 3,000 square feet. Okay, so now if we go to the lower end of the 300s, what can we get in this neighborhood? So we're going to go to 410 Regatta Park Drive. And that's another 4 bedroom, 3 bath ranch style home, $2,774 for the square footage. And open concept once again. Let's see here. Bedroom there, primary bedroom, the way it looks, bathroom that goes along with it. Looks like this is one of the bedrooms. And this looks like it must be another bedroom. A nice little porch. Those porches are so cute. Oh, it does have some finished basement space. Some finished basement space also. Oh, with a sauna, infrared sauna. And then this is the basement bedroom, the egress. And then this one, this one overlooked the pond area. And then it had a nice deck on it. So honestly, I don't know why this one sold for a lot less than that other one. Could have been the time of year. It could have been maybe it's not in as good a condition as the other one. The other one did have a little bit nicer backyard, in my opinion, a little bit extra space in the basement and stuff like that too. Looks like we're missing 300 square feet if we're going off of that total square footage. So that's what the price difference is. But anyway, that's what you can get in Fairborn for $400,000 to $500,000. Newer homes, that was 2018 all the way up to 2025. So if you're looking for something that in the Fairborn area, if you go back to the other video, that's Beaver Creek 400 to 500, check to see what the difference is between the Beaver Creek 400 to 500 and the Fairborn Beaver Creek and the Fairborn 400 to 500. And you can definitely see that you'll get a lot nicer house, bigger house in Fairborn for that price point. So that's just the difference between the two areas. Like I said, if you're looking for something that's super close to the base, Fairborn would be it. If you are looking for something that's a little bit outside of the base and larger, Beaver Creek is a little bit larger of a neighborhood or a community. So that's where you would find that also. So in 2024, just to pull everything into perspective, in 2024, the average price point was $241,263. I'm thinking that that's going to go up at least 3 to 4% for this year's, when this year's numbers do come out. So, these are a little bit higher end for the area when you're looking at 400 to 500, but it's definitely easy to find and they sell. So there you have it. If you have any questions on anything or think Fairborn might be a good option for you, please do reach out and let me know. Subscribe to the channel for the next one. I'll probably do Centerville for 400 to 500 and see what you can get in there. So that'll be an interesting one because it'll be older homes for 400 to 500 and not enough space. Well, it depends on if you think it's enough space or not. But anyway, there you go. Have a great day. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, please, like I said, give me a like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you.